Coach, not the outcome we were looking for, taking the first MAC loss. Just talk about kind of what you said to the team, moving forward from this, and then just the challenges that Toledo presented.
Yeah, I told them I was extremely disappointed in the way we played. I did talk about our goals. Our goals are in front of us, but we have to get better. We can't go out there and play that way. We can't turn the ball over. We can't not get any turnovers. I'm shocked statistically. It's a lot closer than I thought it was going to be, which shocks me a little bit. But we have to play better in all phases. I didn't think we gave up sacks. Some of that was on our freshman quarterback playing his first game. He held onto the ball. If he didn't see what he liked, he just held it and took sacks. But a couple were on our O-line. Missed some throws. Couldn't stop him running. Couldn't stop him passing. And they had us off balance most of the day, and had a punt blocked, or they threw our player into him. It was a good play by their guy. So there's no one. I don't think anyone played well, good enough to beat a good team. So I just told them I was disappointed, and that we're losing is learning. Last time we lost our first two, and we learned from it, and we got better. And we got to do the same thing again because it doesn't get any easier. Ohio's a good football team, So we're gonna have to get it turned and figure out. We got to watch the film with honest eyes, as I always say, and figure out. I haven't seen the film yet, but we got to watch that and get better. It's a foot injury. I've heard it's not broken. That's all I know right now. It's not broken. That was my first question. I knew he was out, and I asked, is it broken? They said no. I don't know how bad then I guess it's a sprain, how bad it is, if it's a 2-week, 3-week, 4-week thing, I don't know that yet. I'm assuming that right now. The good thing is it's not broken, so it's not going to be put in a cast by any means, from what I've been told. But it didn't. He's a tough kid, and when he was limping around, we ran the boot and got the guy open we wanted, and you could just tell the moment he had to turn that way, something was wrong, and he went and got. They got pictures and they checked it all out, so we're happy that it's not broken. I'll be talking to the trainers tonight to figure out what kind of time frame they're talking about for him to be able to be back and healthy again.
You mentioned holding on to the ball, but when you look at the numbers from Ellaby, 23 of 28, 293, and 2 touchdowns in his first ever college. I mean, you're a quarterback. That's good. Evaluate his performance.
Yeah, my first game did not look like that. He's a talented kid. You can see he can throw it, and we've been talking for weeks now about all the things that he was going to struggle with in his first game. I said, the game's going to be fast, so fast for you. He's like, Coach, I'll be fine. I'm like, nope, it's going to be fast. He missed a couple throws early that he should have got rid of quicker. And I said, hey, what'd you see? And he's like, said, Coach, it's really fast out there. I said, yes, it is. It'll slow down, man. But he made some good decisions. He took care of the ball. We can't take sacks, which is something he'll learn as he goes. Those numbers are phenomenal for your first game, especially when the other team knows you're going to throw it. We had no run game to support him. We were just out of time for a run game to support him, But we're really excited about him. And I don't want to bring him in these situations where you're down and have to fight back, But, if we can protect him with our run game, with his arm and the way he was seeing the game and he was seeing the coverages well. And, we can win games with him. But we got to play well around him, But with his arm, which we've known about, but everyone got to see today for the first time, we can do some things. So, we're excited about his future.
How does your team change without John at quarterback, both on the field and off of it?
It's pretty much it's an experience thing, really. Caleb can make every throw John can, even a couple more that John can't. He's got the strongest arm on our team. Seeing coverage, having patience, waiting for his second and third option. John's always that calm demeanor. The great thing is we got guys like Kenoy and a bunch of calm guys out there to kind of calm the young guy down. His first big third down, he read the wrong guy. He came over. I said, well, why didn't you pull that? You know, and he said, I was reading the outside linebacker. I was like, you're supposed to read the end, the guy that made the tackle. And it was just like one of those moments, and he knew it. And those things happen to young guys. You know, they don't happen with John. John's on it. John puts you in the best position every single play, you know. And so there'll be some bumps and learning curve with that. But, man, when his arms break, he's special. I mean, he can put the ball anywhere he wants, anytime. And the receivers have faith in him. The line has faith in him. We all do. And we didn't want John to get hurt. But we do have confidence in him, and if we can support him with the run game, he can be efficient. And as the game slows down, he can be really good.
You have guys on that defense who have a lot of pride, Tranquill and Claiborne, names like that. What will they respond to 515 yards? How do you think they'll respond?
Oh, they're going to come back swinging. I mean, that's who they are. You know, I'm not happy with the way they played. You know, I felt like they were one step ahead of us. You know, they looked faster than us. You know, they had a pin and pull play that we couldn't figure out, and you know, we knew they were explosive. I mean, they're one of the most explosive teams in the country statistically, and we had to keep them bottled up and not let them get in space. And I felt like they played the game in space against us. You know, we weren't able to close space, and that's one thing I always say about every defense that I go against as an offensive coach is the teams that don't give you a lot of air. Those are hard defenses to go against, and I felt like they were able to put air in our defense, you know, and I'm sure they're frustrated. I'm sure they're down, as am I. But I'm sure you talk to Trank. I mean, these guys are excited to get back to work. I mean, that's like the best thing in the world you can do is how fast can we practice again and start moving forward? Because right now, for the next 24, 48 hours, there's going to be nothing. That's the last taste they're going to have in their mouth, and it's disappointing. And hopefully, I told them, I've said this a couple teams in my career as head coach, like this can be the best thing that happened to us. If you guys won 6 in a row, and I don't know, you didn't come out and play well today, and it's a good reminder of what it's going to take to win, especially in this division, you know. And so hopefully it's a good wake up call for me, for everybody. You know, we got to play better than we did tonight.
You guys have been really pressuring the quarterback well over the past couple weeks. Was it something that Toledo was doing that kind of?
We just weren't winning. You know, people have been sacking the quarterback against them, and that's something that I was really disappointed about. And we didn't want to have to blitz to do that because they probably have the 3 best receivers in the league. We have to win one-on-one matchups and twist, and that was a matchup that we thought was an advantage to us. That wasn't. Period. You know, we thought we were going to be able to get to him with 4. And once we starting to add 5, now you're putting yourself in a tough situation when you're bringing 5 and 6 with those receivers out there. But we really thought we were going to be able to hit him a little bit, and that's everyone has gotten to him, and we didn't. And I got to watch who and where, and I mean their tackles are the size of hotels, you know. So we thought we could get after the inside guys a little bit and get to the quarterback, get in his face, which we did a couple times, but not like we've been, you know. So that's what we got to figure out. But that was the plan, you know. We thought we'd be able to get there and still keep enough eyes for the RPOs and to find number 3 and number 25 and number 7. But we didn't get to him at all. So he was comfortable back there, you know, 12 and 6. So when we hit 6 is when he was running with the ball. So yeah, I'm disappointed we didn't. I got to figure out why. I got to figure out who can get to him, and if we have to bring more, we have to bring more. Just depends on how aggressive you want to be for what's standing outside, you know.
You touched on it at the beginning. Your goals are still ahead of you. I know you want to play better, but how much does that help to be able to preach that, hey, we can still do what we want?
Oh, yeah. I mean, fortunately for us, the team we just lost to has 2 conference losses, and we have 1. So still doesn't make it feel any better. It's the truth. It's a stat, you know. I do love numbers, but it still it doesn't make me feel any better right now. But, yeah, it's great. You know, it's an every week thing. You got to show up and play, in our league especially, every single week. And I don't feel like we did this week, and I got to do a better job of getting them ready. And it is exciting that it's not that we're a couple wins away from having a chance to play in Detroit, you know. But all that matters is this week, and we got to play better this week. And So it will be it'll be a challenge. Hopefully, it'll be a good challenge and a good chip on our shoulder moving forward because we need to play like that.
You cut your deficit to 3 points on that 52-yard pass in the bottom of the second quarter. Then they come out and get a field goal. How much of a momentum swing was that to see them get those?
That one hurt a little bit. I didn't see the hit, you know. I was watching downfield, so I don't know if it was a good call, bad call. I mean, they brought a corner blitz earlier that John got rocked, and I thought it was, you know, questionable, you know, to the point that when he came over, that was the first thing he said was, no, it was okay. And I was like, I wasn't asking you about that, you know. I was asking about a different play, you know, but we must have got him good. We got to have more discipline than that. You know, I think we're 8 to 9 penalties, which is high for us. It's about average for them. But frustrating that he made the field goal. We're still one score. You know what I mean? Considering how it started, to get Caleb in there, to get his feet wet, to get it to a one-score game at halftime, I thought we were playing a good game. You know, we were going to get it into the second half and hopefully wear them down. And them scoring that first drive in the second half killed us. 3 plays, and then we pop a run that I thought was going to be gone, you know, and then Bell's unfortunately on his way down fumbles the ball, and they got the ball again and scored. And that's really where it became a chasing game, because it wasn't really a chasing game at that point. I really thought I was going to be able to protect Caleb and run the ball and count on our run game a little bit and let him just pick and choose his spots. And that first 5 minutes of the third quarter, I thought set the tone for the whole day, because nothing was determined to that point. Even the field goal that they made, we squib kicked. You know, they hit one big play, and then that penalty. But the 3 points, I think the touchdown in the beginning of the second half, our turnover, and then them scoring, that was the game. You know, I don't think the field goal did much to us, to be honest with you.
The way we wanted the outcome tonight with our first MAC loss, it seemed like Toledo was one of the first MAC teams that really slowed up the run. Can you just talk a little bit about, one, moving forward as a team, and 2, what Toledo was able to do to limit the ground game today?
Going forward as a team, I believe we just have to continue to get better day in and day out. The process is always what we focus on, so just focusing on the next moment, which is tomorrow's recovery, getting our bodies back for the next game. And, they did a great job tonight. Our hats are off to them. We shook their hand after the game and just said, great job, good luck the rest of the way. They did a great job. They had a good game plan. They slowed us down. We didn't run the ball much because we got down early, but they did a great job. Our hats are off to them.
Jamarui, I know the answer is next man up every time, and I respect that, but at the same time, what goes through your head when John leaves the game?
Well, John's our leader. He's our quarterback. So when he went down, you know, you get concerned. But at the end of the day, we've practiced with Caleb. He's done a great job. As you guys seen tonight, he has a strong arm. He is more than capable of being a high performer here at Western Michigan University. So the belief was still there in Caleb and what we were going to do going forward. We still believe in the game plan. But as always, when you lose a leader, it does hurt the ball club. But at the end of the day, we continued to respond and kept playing.
What's a vibe like in the locker room?
Coach always talks about calm being our superpower. I think we're still calm. We understand that we are extremely talented. We still believe in each other. I don't think that it's just we lost the game. We got to be better. Our process has to be a lot better going forward next week.
Both teams were coming off short weeks. What was it like, kind of, you know, heading into this game? How was the team feeling as far as, like, you know, physically prepared?
I think Coach did a great job preparing us this week. He had like an NFL kind of mindset towards it. He got the guys back. Our bodies were back. That wasn't the reason why we lost tonight. We just didn't have enough energy. We didn't play fast enough. They played with their hair on fire. We didn't. We lost the game because of that. But recovery-wise, Coach did an excellent job of preparing us to be ready for the game.
Jamarui, it's a loss where, you know, you've been through it obviously before, but when you look at it on paper, majority of your goals are still on the table. Is that something you guys are talking about as a team right now?
Yes, we understand that our goals are still out there, but at the end of the day, it's just the next game, the next moment, the next workout, the next time we get together and learn how can we be better. That's the true focus, because if we start worrying about 3 games or 4 games from now, we'll never win the next game. So it's worrying about the next game so that we can take care of the big goal that we have at the end of the day.
Justin, not exactly the outcome that we wanted, taking our first MAC loss. Defense fought, but Toledo seemed to be able to get some things going tonight. Can you just talk about the challenges that they presented?
Yeah, as an offense, I think they did an awesome job. You know, they do a lot of motioning, a lot of shifting. They've got a bunch of great athletes at receiver, running backs, and a couple quarterbacks with good arm. So that presented a challenge in itself. I think the defense, we struggled with eye discipline and gap fits. And again, it's just testament to Toledo. I think they did a good job. They showed up ready to go tonight. And, you know, I think it was a lack of preparation on our part, and that's something that we're accountable for on our end. So it's something we got to fix, get better, and bounce back from.
Kind of along those same lines, and you may have just answered this, and if that's the case, then that's fine, but you guys have come back in lots of games before, this season particularly. Is there something different about tonight that prevented that?
I think, just the gauging the energy we had on the sideline, that was something that was low throughout the game for us, that I would say normally we do a better job of, you know, either keeping up or maintaining. I can't point to a specific factor that caused that. And again, even second half, just, you know, I want to take it on our shoulders as a defense of not stepping up to the plate and doing our job, and not doing a good job of putting the offense in the best position to, you know, have the opportunity to score. So, again, just being a defensive player and leader, that's something I put on our shoulders. We got to do better.
You guys have 2 extra days to prepare for the next opponent. What does the defense have to do in that time to bounce back from this?
It's going to be the same as, you know, any other week that we would have, where, you know, we got to get in the film room, obviously see what we did well, see what we did, you know, things we can improve on. And so, you know, focus on the positives, look at what you can fix it, get your body right, focus on the next opponent. So, you know, we're going to take it like any other week, just because, you know, this doesn't change anything for us. You know, we still have our goals set on MAC championship, and, you know, that's how we're going to approach this week, and that's how we're going to approach the next game.
Obviously, Caleb came in and did a really good job. The numbers don't lie, but at the same time, as best you can, describe the mindset of your group when you see John go down.
Yeah, I didn't even see John down. See John go down specifically until, you know, Caleb was actually in the game. I think he did just an awesome job stepping into that position, and not really missing a beat. You know, he came out firing. I think we were a little bit reserved and hesitant as far as throwing the ball with him naturally, but I think he did a good job stepping up to the plate whenever he had the opportunity, or when he had the opportunity to. From a defensive perspective, nothing changed for us. I mean, whether it was Caleb, John in, our job is to get the ball back to the offense and stop Toledo, and at the end of the day, that's something we didn't do. So, you know, it's on our shoulders. We got to fix that.
Anything else for Justin?
It's a loss that, you know, you're never obviously going to win all of the games, but you still have, at the beginning of the year, you said you believe this is the best team in the MAC. You still have a chance to win the MAC West, get to Ford Field. Is that something you guys are talking about as a team?
Yeah, I mean, obviously, we're going to go into film tomorrow and Saturday, look at, again, what we did well, things that we can fix, but it doesn't take our sights off, you know, the end goal, which is the MAC championship. And in order to accomplish getting to the MAC championship, we have to focus on the next opponent. So it's not going to be one of those things where we're going to hang our heads on this for the next week. Like, we're going to look at the film, see what we can do better. We're going to fix those things, and then it's on to Ohio. So that's our mindset, and that's what we're going to do.